Nobody wants to see my football. Who cares? Look at this chat. I woke up at 6. I woke up in the morning. Look at this. This is how it looks. Look, I know it still looks empty and looks like I know it looks like it looks like those horror movies. But who cares? Look, Chad. This is how it looks like at 7 in the morning. Cause, like, Chad, if I would have came earlier, bro, like at 5 or something, like I know I would have woke up and brought 10 water bottles and would have gotten the chance to make me food and come here at 6 in the morning. Look, it would have been a little bit darker, but this is how it looks like at 7 in the morning, Chad. Like for real. Look, you see that, Chad? It's just empty. Like, Chad, right now, look, we're not gonna see people right now until like 10 in the morning or more beyond. Cause look, in Monday, like there was a lot of people, but right now, Chad is empty. I'm like, what the hell, bro? I'm like, what the fuck? Nah, Chad, it's like empty as hell, bro. Look, it's just empty. Dude, I have not even started walking, bro, and I'm sweaty here. But like for real, Chad. Look at this, Chad. We just have this. It's not gonna be the same one. It's just look. This one is more different than the other side. So, like, it's still a lake or something, Chad. But I just came here walking. Look, Chad. This is like. So what I mean right here, bro. This is like the walking trail. So over there where I came from, over there's the Walgreens that I mentioned in my video. So, if you guys see my location, you guys are gonna notice that. Yeah, I'm not gonna share my location anyways, but that's not point right now. So, what I mean is, this place is good. I could just do a whole live stream, but I'm gonna plan to chat. Yo, Chad, I've never seen a rabbit. Chad, look at this. Look at this, Chad. I just saw a beautiful rabbit. That's a good one. Yo, Chad. Yo, Chad, I'm gonna put my camera back. So I don't wanna disturb the peace of a rabbit. Shoot, how am I doing this? Oh, sorry, Chad, I forgot. Sorry, I just, somebody else. So right now, Chad, look. So what I mean about Walgreens, I mean over here where I live. So I was mentioned in my video. That's why I meant Walgreens. Look, whoever says the chat, bro, like I could just respond to their to the answers now. But like, bro, I was gonna run, but I just rather walk right now. But my body isn't used to this. I'm gonna do a train, but I'm just gonna drink water and just gonna yeah. But we here. Just check on Google Maps and you're gonna see the beautiful. That's why I just came early because it's just more beautiful and I get to see rabbits and beautiful stuff. Yo, look at this, chat. Look at this. We just got to see a lizard. Look at this, chat. Yo, look at this. I'm not gonna touch it, but look at this, chat. Yeah, we're just gonna leave the little lizard alone, bro. I'm not gonna, you know. Yo, but like that, chat. Nah, this is funny, bro. Like, chat. It's just so fun to come in the trail, so I'm just gonna have this pre-recorded just in case somebody wants to watch this. I'm gonna do a 3-hour walk from where I came from, from the Walgreens I mentioned to the park. That's like what? That was like Monday was like a 3-hour walk. Surely it's gonna be the same thing. Yeah, but from the park I'm gonna put my map run or whatever app, bro, so I could just track how many miles I do back. So like Chad, like this is the neighborhood I mentioned. So Chad over there, like more in front, like see the thing. That was good. For Chad, like I was gonna run, bro. Yeah, but look at that, Chad. You see, that's why for now I'm walking. But like Chad, I should be running. Look, I don't have food. Like Chad, I don't have food, so I'm just. Bro, surely they don't even need that much food or much water, bro. But because like, surely they're just gonna drink water because, dude. Because I'm like, bro, if they're like, really, they're real fit person. They're like real fitness people. Bro. They're really fit people. So surely they just eat a certain amount, then they just go like running or some shit or something. I'm like, since I'm gonna start, bro, I'm just gonna walk or look, Chad. So look, we got a bird, Chad. Look, right here's my neighborhood. So yeah, I woke up early in the morning, bro. Look, Chad, I'm gonna do zoom. Look at this, Chad. We could see a bird, the biggest bird. Okay, I'm gonna stop referencing that meme, the biggest bird meme. Let's keep on walking, Chad. Let's keep on up. Yo, Chad, so look, I'm gonna show you the point where I saw like the thing that looks like the back room. So look, Chad. Oh, it's because like the reason I couldn't do like the live stream on Monday is because I was walking, so it was my first time. So I know right now the second day of walking, but who cares? Like, Chad, this is gonna be more than 3 days. Yo, Chad, at least I didn't. That's crazy, Chad. Bro, I just came walking, Chad. So look, I'm gonna show you where the power, like, so the power line is over there. Look, Chad, over here the power line. So look, I'm gonna put you the view. Yeah, we can. Look, this is the view, Chad, that I showed you in the image. So right here, where the power line is, yeah, that thing. Yeah, over here, like where the trees is, yeah, like look. So I'm gonna show you where I was, Chad, when I took a picture. So look at this, Chad. So like whoever wants to see this, look, this is in the middle. This is the angle that I took the picture at, and that's why, that's why I said Backrooms in real life and the movie coming out May 29th, because I was announcing the movie. I was giving the title for like, when the movie was gonna come out, and a part of that, I was taking pictures of the straight pit before like the backrooms, because everybody's gonna watch that and be like, nah, that's backrooms in real life, or nah, this is the, and that was giving a certain hint to the movie. So technically, I was trying to do a reference, but who cares? Bro, I got backpacks for. Yeah, it's just look at that. So over here, so the moment in the back, look. So I didn't do like I was gonna show you like where I come from. So I came from a Walgreens. So like if you see under the bridge, so if you get to a point under the bridge, that's gonna be under the bridge of Collins. Then we have to go to a certain thing, because I was gonna show you how to get to the certain like park, certain park where you just relaxing, man. You know, when I saw it for the first time, I was like shocked, bro. I never saw on that trip. Like, you know, I was so, look, it's so memorized, bro. It's just so beautiful for real, chat. Look, for everybody who doesn't want to watch, bro, it's like so good, bro. You guys need to touch some grass for real. Look at this. Like, you see, Chad? I touched the grass. What a reference. But like, for real, bro. Yeah, just... So it's 7 in the morning and I'm gonna start to sweat, but who cares, bro? Who cares? Oh shoot, I forgot to put deodorant. Oh, yeah, that's a real problem. Yeah, if I don't put deodorant, bro, when I return, bro, I got a shower, put deodorant, and other stuff, bro. I'm like, bro, right now I'm feeling more peaceful because like the vibe is more peaceful because it's like in a Sunday. Look at the chat. When the sun comes out and you see a house like this, bro, you're just gonna think, what is? You're gonna be like, oh, look at the good old times, bro. When I used to visit my grandpa or my grandma or something, and you just like every time you see a neighborhood like this, bro, you're gonna be like, oh, this looks like the back rooms in real life. But I'm just showing you how, like an example. I'll give you an example of how what nostalgic stuff would look like. But imagine seeing this angle over here. Seeing straight, but imagine you taking a picture like this straight. Like, for example, for somebody's parent back in, let's say, 1990 or 1980. Like, sure, that was for somebody's grandparent, but imagine somebody like, you know, somebody's parent back, imagine somebody's mom or dad would have taken a picture like right here. Back, let's say, in 1990 or 2010 or something. Back in the day. You would have thought, this looks so nostalgic. You know, when you would have been in the moment, you would have been like, this is so beautiful. But now you just gonna be like, oh, it's so nostalgic now. Remember, you know, back in the day when I used to like come to this trail back in the day. That's what reflections are. Look, so like when I just come here to like, you know, give some reflection to people, but yeah, since everybody's like, bro, you just boring. Cause I just don't get people. Chat, how is this boring? Why nobody entered my live stream, bro? Oh, but how come when I was in my normal party, I got 10 people? But why over here I don't get like a lot of people, for real? Look at this. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Time zones. Yeah. Sure, yeah. Bro, I'm not gonna do live stream at like, what? 7 in the afternoon and come back and then return to my house at 2 in the morning, bro. What the hell? Dude. I'm like, bro, does everybody watch my live stream or no? I'm like asking, bro. Yeah, this is gonna be like a 3-hour walk. It's cause I woke up earlier, like at 5 in the morning, and I just ate and I just came to walk. Yeah, I remember the first day on Monday that was a rookie for now, but I'm gonna get used to this, bro. Look, you guys maybe say, oh, this is boring. This is what? Bro, you just gonna sound like haters, bro. Yeah, I don't wanna harm. Yeah, for now. Yeah, look at this chat. Oh, no, wait, right here's the Collins, I forgot. Yes, I forgot that right here I have to make a turn. Cause look at this chat. Look, this is the Collins chat. Look, this is the... So, look, if I put a picture of a bird right here. So, this is like the Collins. Yeah, this is the Collins office. This is like... You know, I've been through here before, so... You cannot say it's a deja vu because like over here is so beautiful. You know, it's gonna be a 1 hour live. Yeah, it's gonna be a 3-hour live, and it's gonna certain thing. You know, if I had like, you know, somebody's gonna be like, oh, but if you had a phone that would last forever, you could be making like a live stream or we make it a lot or whatever. And that's how you can get views. Yeah, you may say yes. Yeah, like over here, bro. Like this chat. So right here is the one that I just saw, like the bird in this creek over there, and it's so beautiful, bro. It looks kind of like the It movie from 1980, bro. It looks like the It mini series or whatever. It looks that one. Yeah, because right here looks like the It movie, bro, like from the 1980. But look, if you look over there, so before crashing over there, bro, this looks like It in real life, bro. I'm like, what the hell, bro? Look, right now it's empty as hell. I normally would be, look over here, like last time I was going like normal. I was going fast and normal. I'm like, yo, shit, but like actually speaking, chat, I'm like, I could possibly come over here, so chat, like, yeah, for look at the chat, like this looks nice, bro. This is a Collins, of course. Okay, on top is nice, but over here is more nicer. Like it looks more urban. Dude, like this looks more urban than nothing else. But look, over there looks like the It movie, bro. It looks like it looks like the It movie in real life. But look, I know this is a walking trail, but like people would think this is It in real life. And they're like, yeah. So yeah, like this is the trail that I come through, cause yeah, like this is the wild trail, the water. Yeah, this is like the. Look, this is how like the thing looks like. I'm like, if I could just get myself like a toy boat or a RC boat or whatever, and just strap a camera and I would record through the whole thing, and I would just upload it to YouTube, and you guys would be like, wow, this place looks nice, bro. It's over here in Arlington, so this is like in the Collins. Yeah, right now they're gonna be like, oh, Shirley's gonna hurt. Shirley's gonna be like, oh, if I have my backpack on, simply because of the weight of the waters. Look, over there you're gonna see some birds, Chad. Dude, it's a blue jay. I saw a blue jay. Dude, I saw. Look. Chad. I'm gonna zoom in. Where the hell is the bird? Yo, Chad, you guys tell me if it's. I actually saw a blue jay. No, that's crazy, bro. Dude, over here, like this part, bro, surely I can see birds. Dude, I mostly saw a blue jay. I'm like, what the hell? I know that thing is real. I don't know if it, bro, no sé si está abierto, cosa, vato. I don't know if it's open 24/7 or it's just closed. I don't really see. I don't know where I could ask for the park. Y'all could really ask people who have come here early as hell, and I would ask them if it's open. My backpack is heavy, but look at this chair. What that's good. So yeah, Chad, I have to like put it down sometimes because I don't want to film people. Yeah, because I'm a responsible person. Yo, Chad, look at this, Chad. This looks beautiful as hell. But imagine somebody saying, "Oh, imagine me coming over here back in, let's say, that's why." Dude, imagine I would have saw this back when in 2014, bro. I don't know how it would have been. Surely coming here would have been a different experience. Coming here with my mom and sort of things, walking for a moment for like 13 years, from 2013 up to now, like 13 years, and it would have just been beautiful for her, Chad. Like, Chad, just come here. Look, so I just like the reason I started coming here, I'm like, so just forget. Yo, we should. But Chad, actually, bro, it looks like my dear Mexico, bro. Look, this is how, like, that's all. Like, if look, whoever goes to Gomez Farias, like for a trip or something to Mexico, bro. Like, whoever goes to Gomez Farias, you're gonna notice this is how it looks, bro. This is how Gomez Farias will look like, bro. Like, I've been over there and this is how it looks, but I've been in the river. Yeah, there's a river over there in Gomez Farias where you can see trees like this, bro. Like this, and it looks beautiful. Right now, I'm sweating as hell. But that's because I'm, like, walking. Yeah, if I was coming my scooter or a bike, another thing would be, yeah, and I wish I had a thing where I could just put my phone straight. So, like, so when I go to bike, I can just go 10 miles per hour and just be able to, like, think. Yeah. I'm like, look at this chat. So over here is beautiful. I know this is day 2, but who cares? I know right now you're gonna be like, oh, you sound depressing. Oh, you sound this. Bro, by the day, I wanna come here like to do my exercise every day. So when I'm turned 20, yeah, cause next year I'm gonna turn 20. No, not next year. This year I'm gonna turn 20. But I wanna do exercise until, like, I wanna look fit, buff, and certain, because you're gonna, you wanna expect that from me. But look, I'm gonna come here. I was gonna pack some, look. So I would have just come here. I would have just packed. Yeah, I would have packed some. I already have some water, but like Chad, I would just pack myself some food and other stuff. Yeah, I don't have. If I could, bro, do lives on TikTok, I would, but sadly I can't. Yeah, I'll turn my camera off for here. Yeah, we'll send Chad. So look, this is the curve. Dude, that's a 2 Canadian birds. Dude, I do see some blue jay and other birds. Hopefully see a woodpecker or something. But it's just so beautiful too. See some. Look over here. Chad, if I put my camera over here. Yeah, Chad, over here is where I took a picture. So, like, I showed my mom where it. So it's past the Collins. Over here looks like, something beautiful. Yeah, I forgot to film it because I'm gonna rest. Yeah, I'm gonna do what I never did, when I was coming for my walks. Like, I never got to rest because I just came at 7 in the morning, and I just left at 1 p.m. Should I just get rest for a moment? I'm gonna see. Right now, 7:31. So, like, Chad, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna rest here, Chad. So I'm like, bro, whoever wants to enter my live, they can. But I'm like, so I'm gonna have this 24-minute video. Cause even if I have 80, wait, I could just do a 3 hour. Like, so I was gonna do. I'm gonna leave the stream still running. Cause I'm just gonna rest for a moment. I was hearing music, but if you want, I could just end the live stream here, and I could just wait until we get back to the park, and I could just do like live stream there. But I don't know if somebody will enter just see this beautiful live stream and all stuff, you know. So yes, I'm like, bro. Hopefully I'll be able to like, walk through the whole thing. Yeah, I'm not planning to do all of that. Like if I'm being honest, bro, like I just came for a walk. So look, I'm a guy that just likes to go for walks and all stuff. Look, if I come walk here, I could just first go like do my 3 hour walk. Then yeah, it's 3 hours, bro. Sure is like I don't know if it's 1 hour going over there and 3 hours in return, but let's see what life I like awaits for me. But actually, bro,